Alright, so, um, I decided to start off on a series of puzzles that I actually find pretty interesting. Um, we're currently in the easy way, and the easy way consists of four different puzzles. This isn't a puzzle. Um, that start off very easy. They're pretty straightforward for the most part. And there are actually four different versions of this map. Um, Easy way and hard way, and then the next two, which are optional, are harder way and hardest way. And each of these um, introduces some alteration to the puzzles to make them more difficult than the last. So it's kind of a practice in sort of building up these puzzles to steadily become more difficult. And so I really am interested by the more difficult puzzles, but I think it is kind of necessary to show you the process starting from the simplest. So I decided to start off with this Golem puzzle here, um, because it is one of my favorites, I think. So let's take a look at what this puzzle is all about. Um, First of all, you've seen force arrows, and there's one right here, and this is a force arrow token, which will rotate every force arrow by 1/8 in the indicated direction. If you step on it twice, it'll rotate back, so you can see we can have this range of movement for the force arrow. So, you've seen golems before, and this is a rock giant. And this guy is trapped in here, so he's not going anywhere. But basically, a rock giant, when stabbed, will turn to a pile of stone where you stabbed it, and then 3 additional rock golems. So anytime a rock giant is damaged, it will break up, its surviving parts will break up into living golems. So essentially we kind of have a stockpile of 3 golems here that we can use however we wish. So we can kill this guy pretty easy, and I can show you that. Just stab all the parts and they come out real easy. But then you've got this guy in the corner here, and he's surrounded by water. And that's kind of a problem, because now I can't stab him. Can't reach. But there's this bomb here. So you look over and you see where the fuse ends. So I can go ahead and walk over and step on the fuse and blows him up. Killed all the monsters, but now what? I'm kind of stuck here. So we have this button here, and it toggles these 2 doors. So if I have something on this button, I could get out. So how do we deal with that? Well, we should look at what elements in the room can move. There's this golem here. He's not going to be pressing a button for us. There's this rock giant here. So he can't get out, but his golem pieces can. So it's looking like what we're going to have to do is have a golem stand on this button. And so we can kind of well, actually, I think what I'll do for these puzzles, and I was meaning to do this before, is once I think you have enough information about the puzzle, I will prompt you, if you want, to pause it here and see if you can figure it out for yourself if you'd like. Otherwise, we'll just go ahead here, because with this information, you should be able to solve the puzzle if you think it out. So, if you want to see the solution though, what we can do is we can have this guy here, we can get another golem, and we can kind of trap him against here. And as you can see, being a golem, when he tries to make a diagonal move, he just gets stuck against an obstacle, so he'll stand on the button. But now I can't get in, so we need to block him somehow, and the bomb will block him, of course. But of course it'll also blow him to smithereens. So the golem needs to be outside the bomb's range, and something needs to be stopping him from walking forward that will be out of the way once the bomb goes off. And if there is any confusion about that, rock piles will also be blown up. So I guess if you didn't know that, you might not be able to solve the puzzle. But now we have something we can work with here. So we set this up. So there's a rock pile here, so when the bomb goes off, that'll get blown up. And of course, if we let this guy walk past, well, he'll just walk past the button. It'll only be open for one square. So let's go ahead and instead lure him over to be our second obstacle. And now what we got, what'll happen when the bomb explodes, this will be gone. He's gonna walk forward and step on the button, and then we should be able to get through. And that looks like this. So that's the basic idea behind this puzzle. And as we move on to more difficult versions, we'll start to see this challenge become progressively more difficult and more complicated. So hopefully I will see you on those puzzles quite soon.